Hello traders, ODPaul82 here, and today we're going to be looking at a video nasty, which is one that I recorded the other week, which was the Man City Tottenham match. So jumping straight in, I've cut this down from the 90 minutes in the match down to about just over 10 minutes, I think. So I've been highlighting the fact that I've staked far too much there, me being Mr. Big Gun, sort of like thinking, yeah, look at me on the top don, I'm doing my first video. This was before I released my first actual video in this series of small ball trading. Immediately, there was a goal 11 minutes in. So what I had been trying to do there was scalp the 0-0 and scalping the 1-0 down, and we were busted out. Because there was the goal after 11 minutes. Not good. And I've invested so far, what's it, about £40, because there's £30 showing on the screen there, and also there's my under 2.5 where I've got £10. So yeah, I've put in 80% of my bank. Very, very smart pull, really smart move. So what happens immediately after that? About a minute or two later, Tottenham equalise. Not good. Now, my view on the match pre-kickoff had been 2-0, 3-0. I'd done the 3-1 as insurance for the early goal, well, not for an early goal, for a Tottenham goal. I'd taken some cover on the 2-2, but predominantly it'd been on the 2-0 and also the 3-1. So what I'm doing now is a really smart move of 2 early goals, so I'm laying unquoted. Very, very smart move, Man City, if on their game, they can bag shitloads. So, a couple of minutes later, about 5-6 minutes later, pen to the City. Yep, and of course they bag it. So, trade wasn't exactly going to plan. I'd invested far, far too much into it. And I pretty much everything I did then was just damage limitation. So you'll see in a little bit that I'm trying to scalp the 2-1, whereas what I could have done was scalped the 3-1 when it got to 2-1. The 3-1 price would continue to drop whilst it was actually at 2-1. The scores after one score, say after the current score, so say for imagined score is 2-1, up until about the 60th minute, the 3-1 and the 2-0 would continue to drop. It's the same, say for example, if it was 1-0, then the 2-0 and the 1-0 would continue to drop. So it's say the next goal. That's the favourite team will normally drop faster, normally down to about 60-70 minutes, somewhere in about there, and it will drop down to I'd say about 4s. Sometimes it will hit sort of like 3.5, generally 4 section. So what you can see here is I've done another point. I've laid the unquoted. I've come out of them here looking at the place match specs on the right hand side, just thinking, okay, the unquoted, I must have been trying to scalp it to get out a little bit. The 3-1, I've not done anything on that. I'm continuing to scalp on the 2-1. Again, using far too large stakes doing the scalping with my bank. I mean, that's a 10% of what my bank would have been at the start off, using £5 stakes there. Just sat there. Yeah, apart from scalping the 2-1, it was pretty much, I did nothing but apart from be a rabbit in the headlights. Jump over the scanner and play trade and see if that's going to do something. Just keep looking. I should have just, been a man, taken the red, moved on. These things happen. No, I'm going to carry on scalping away at it, try and chip away there. Nice big meaty green there, well over 50% of my whole bankroll. The £10 is gone on the 2.5 market because it's 2-1. It was just an unmitigated disaster. The way I've tried to edit this is I've left the place bets more than anything than a lot of the actions I was taking. Again, there was one point where you can see there I've backed at 6.4. I think I came out of that at 5.1 and then immediately went back in at 5s, if I remember correctly. It wasn't exactly the best of starts to my small ball idea, and I, hand on heart, the first thing I did was went and reloaded and did the actual rest of the day, which ended in a nice profit. But for what I'd shown on the first video, obviously this was a bit of clusterfuck, as I like to say. So we could call this the clusterfuck video. So yeah, so what was that? 10 shots on target, 50 minutes gone, 2-1. You know, I'm just clicking around here, you know, not thinking, okay, Paul, you know, just, you know, be a man, take the red. No, just still there. Have I actually got anything? Yeah, closed out the next 2-1 bet at some point. Or did I go in deeper? I can't remember. Had 2 all covered, had 3-1. I might well have been thinking at that point, well, you know, just one more goal, we're in a good position, you know, sort of like if Tottenham can hold out, you know, then it'll be profitable. That was probably what's going through my mind. Who knows, so much shit goes on through my mind at times. So yeah, I mean, if you thought just another 2 goals ahead, which is what you should be doing if you're doing correct score trading, then 2-3 is a big loss, 3-2 is a big loss, you know, 4-1's a big loss, and the match, I quit watching or sort of like following up when it hit 4-1. So yeah, it was an evening. Well, it was early afternoon kickoff. I think I went and got tanked on 2 bottles of wine after that throughout the day, doing the other videos. So yeah, so just putting another lay here. I think this is actually after half time. I know it's saying elapsed 41 up there at the top of the screen, but the Betfair time have been shit per usual. Pretty much like most Betfair things. So I mean, looking there, I could have taken a profit of -£4 plus -10, so £15 overall, £15 of £50. Well, £15 loss out of a £50 bankroll is what? That's 20. I don't know. It's about 17.5%, I think. So yeah, again, just carrying on doing my scalping on the 2-1, not watching the match, not really following it, what was going on at all, and streams, just blindly trying to scalp, trying to take 3 ticks there. That would bring it down by an extra £1.50's liability, risking £5 to do it when I'm in deep shit already. Yeah, it wasn't very pretty, this whole trade. No, I mean, I tried to do the 0-0, a 0-1 and 1-0 scalp early doors, was going to exit after 20 minutes, and, you know, the first goal screwed it up, you know, second goal, just no escape from that. 3 goals, first 20 minutes, you know, it's not common, it happens though. You know, I should have just been really man enough to just sort of like say, do you know what, Paul? You fucked up. Move on. There's plenty of matches. It's the first match sort of like in the afternoon or early afternoon, about 12:45 kickoff. What's that? No, it's 2 p.m. on, showing just on the right hand side of my screen there. Frantically hit the refresh button, see if that's going to actually magically, you know, get it to match. You know, shift it down, you know, try and just sort of like steal another couple of ticks. You know, don't get it match, Paul. Leave yourself in there for more misery and pain. You're into S&M, obviously. Yeah, so the 4-1 got matched, so I've got £6.50 there. You know, I could have started to, you know, maybe just tap at the any unquoted a little bit. And we got suspended. What was that? That was going to be a penalty to Tottenham. And guess what? The Yids missed it. It was either missed or saved. I have no idea. I never went back over to actually follow the commentary or anything afterwards. I sometimes go back to BBC News to see what had happened. Yeah, it was just... I think it was me just trying to be the big un, doing demo for the video for the first time. It was the first time I've ever recorded myself on a video doing a trade. It just went horribly wrong. So I skip forward again. It's gone to 3-1 now. So we got £30 profit there. About £30 loss just on each of the other scores. It's now just turned into an outright punt and a pray in hoping that it was going to finish 3-1. We've lost the £10 on the 2.5 market, so the best result we could be looking for is a £20 profit or a £40 loss. You can see up there my profit at the top of the screen, -£10, so I could have taken a 40% hit on my bank, and in the end, what was it? I took near enough 80% hit on the bank. So it really brought home the fact to me that you really need to stake within the confines of your bank, even if it's as boring as fuck doing £2, £3 bets when you've only got £50. My later videos and demonstrations have shown that doing it smart and small, you build the bankroll, and then you don't have the psychological impact of losing a huge amount of your stake, and then there's more chance of you going gambling with that psychological hit. So that's just confirmation. There'd been a red card before for Tottenham, and I think full time it finished 4-1. So